Warcraft Monday, everybody. Welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Today, I'm going to be reacting to World of Warcraft soundtrack music by Soul Reaver, Part 2. If you want to watch Part 1, I'll put the card at the top. Just click on the playlist and you'll be able to access it. Last week I found my favorite song. My favorite World of Warcraft song called Night Song. And today, I'm going to be listening to another 10 soundtracks, and the list here is as follows. Let's see, it says World of Warcraft soundtrack Culling of Stratholme, World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King, Arthas My Son, World of Warcraft Invincible, Musique de la Zone de World of Warcraft Lights Hope Chapel. I hope I pronounced that right, I don't know. World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King, Grizzly Hills, soundtrack and music. Sholazar, Basin, music. Ulduar Antechamber, music instrumental. World of Warcraft soundtrack. Argent tournament Joust event. Trial of the Champion Crusader Grand Crusader music. 02, and finally World of Warcraft soundtrack Xaxas Deathwing HD. Okay, let's start. Okay, first up is World of Warcraft soundtrack Culling of Stratholme. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, well, that was the World of Warcraft soundtrack, Stratholme, or Culling of Stratholme. Yeah, it kind of gave me like maybe like goblin and gnome and dwarven kind of theme to it in the beginning. It kind of sounded like it was mischievous and innovation and what's the word, tinkering. Yes, the word I'm looking for is tinkering. It gave me that kind of like a tinkering kind of theme music where people are trying to fix something or try to make something, and the only people who I know who actually do that kind of stuff are the goblins from the Horde, the gnomes, and the dwarves from the Alliance, who actually do that kind of stuff. So this kind of music in the beginning, it sounded like that, but towards the end, it did sound like terrible things were happening. Like the title here for the track says, Culling of Stratholme. So I can imagine that part is where the culling was happening, the terrible things were happening towards the end of the song. But in the beginning, it sounded very, I don't know, like very tinkery, if I can say that. If I can say that, yeah. So it just reminded me of the gnomes and not the gnomes, the gnomes and the dwarves and the goblins. Okay, next one. World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, Arthas, my son. Alright. Okay, that was World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, Arthas, my son. Yes, I remember this soundtrack from the trailer for World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, the beginning parts of the song, of the soundtrack, I really do enjoy it. Because it gives off this mournful, sad tone to it, especially if you know what happened in Warcraft 3 Reforged, or like the original version, Warcraft 3, with Arthas betraying everybody and killing as many people as he could, all to join his army, and how sad it was that this prince of Lordaeron, who would be king, had turned into this monster that just roamed around the countries and the kingdoms and just killing people and turning them into undead. And the undead themselves realizing what has happened to them, or maybe they didn't realize what was happening to them. They just started walking and following Arthas everywhere where he went and killing people and destroying places and just doing horrible things and just being undead. It does invoke some sort of like a sadness and kind of sympathy for those people, even though they are now monsters and they would hurt you at any given time. Like they're not going to feel sorry for you, they're going to eat you. So it just gives off that sad moment that especially when Arthur's father, what was he saying, something about the forest, named him as Arthas in the trailer. And after watching Reforged, Warcraft 3 Reforged, and I saw how he took down his father, replacing him, it does give off that sad remembrance, because of what happened. So yeah, okay, this was nice. And towards the end, with his armies showing in the trailer and everything like that was also cool. But I like particularly the beginning parts of the song, with the sadness in it. Okay, let's continue. Next one is going to be, let me just check here, World of Warcraft Invincible. All right.
Go
Ah, that was good. That was really good. Sad, yes, but very good. Like I said in the previous song or soundtrack uh, of World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, Arthas, my son. In the beginning, it gave me that mournful and sad vibe to it, and also this one, World of Warcraft Invincible. It's like the extension. It's like the extension of Arthas, my son, particularly in that sad and mournful side of it. So yeah, I really did enjoy this. It also invokes those memories about seeing Arthas taking the throne in Northrend, and him all alone, just there with Frostmourne in hand, and just watching into the distance, and you know at least the players finally gave him rest. Well, I don't think you guys actually gave him rest, because in the Shadowlands, Uther takes his soul to the maw, so he's not actually resting in peace. But at least you've taken out this menace from society, this menace that was literally going to destroy the whole world and make it all undead. So you put him to rest. Yeah. Yeah, this song was great. This song was really great. I really did enjoy it. Okay, let's continue. Next one. Musique de la Zone D, World of Warcraft, Light Hope Chapel. Okay. Okay, that was the musique de la zone de World of Warcraft Lights Hope Chapel. Yeah, this kind of music, it's kind of like exploring or travel music, you know, going up hills and mountains and going to the next place and to the next place, small villages and small towns, people having a get together on a park or something. I don't know, it kind of gives me that kind of feeling, especially with the second one or the second part of the soundtrack. Even with that one, it kind of sounds like, you're in court of a king or a queen, and you're entering into the ballroom or something, and people are dancing and people are enjoying themselves, and the queen is just looking at you, or the king is just looking at everybody else busy dancing and everything. And then he would call upon one of the ladies, or she would call upon one of the squires or something, and it says, let's dance. Then everybody joins in as well, and they all start dancing in the ballroom or something. It kind of gives me that impression about it, this song. Because I remember from some movies that I've watched, they also play music like this, similar to something like this, and you would see this happen, where the queen or the king or the prince or princess are dancing around with the lords and ladies of the court in the ballroom, and the king is out there in the corner saying more wine, or the queen is also saying more wine, like, yes, it's a good ball. Something like that. They would say something like that. So yeah, it was nice. It was nice. The first part of it wasn't really that good. It kind of got me a bit sleepy. It's only the second part where I actually started enjoying it. Okay, next soundtrack. World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, Grizzly Hills. Soundtrack and music. Okay, Grizzly Hills. Hey, that sounds a bit bad. Okay, that was World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, Grizzly Hills. I'm wondering, are the Grizzly Hills in Northrend or are they somewhere else? Because well, Northrend is supposed to be cold and icy, so I don't think that was Northrend. Maybe that was somewhere else. I'm not sure. But yeah, the music was very soothing, uh, very relaxing in terms of, there wasn't really an upbeat moment. It was just very calm and chilled. And even there was water sounds in the background, and also the wind and trees. Must be very cold. That place looks very cold. Although there's no snow, but the air around there must be very, very cold and winter kind of like. And yeah, this music is actually it's okay. It's okay. But just to sit and watch it and listen to it, it can be a bit sleepy. Like really, you have to be doing something when you're listening to this kind of music as well. So, like I said before, it invokes this kind of like deep meditation kind of music to it. So that's why I'm saying that you have to do something. You can't just sit still and listen to it because then you might even fall asleep. Okay, let's try the next one. The next one, Sholazar Basin music. I think this is it. World of Warcraft, Sholazar Basin music. Okay. Okay, Sholazar Basin. I wonder who lives in this basin. I can see that it is surrounded by mountains all around it. Uh, I'm not sure what's beyond the mountains. Probably it's like a desert or something. Or maybe it's just a continuation of the forest. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just wondering who lives in this basin. And the music, it kind of gave me like 90s or 80s feel documentaries. You know, if it's like a historical documentary, they'll play such music, especially if it involves maybe like South America, you know, the South American civilizations like the Aztecs or the Maya or the Inca. They would play music like this in the background with the flute and with the kind of melody behind it, and you would hear this kind of music, especially with those kind of documentaries when History Channel was still History Channel, not this. But I digress. Yes, the music was okay. It was okay. All right, next one. Ulduar Antechamber. Okay, let's start. Okay, that was Ulduar Antechamber. Music, instrumental. It's okay. There's nothing really eventful or enjoyable. You know, that would just make it pop out. It's okay. Even with, what is it, trumpet? I think it's a trumpet. I'm not sure which type of trumpet, but yeah. It gave more life to the song, or to the music, I should say, with that trumpet. But yeah, there's nothing really much I can say about it. It's good. It's okay. It's all good. It's good. All right. Next, World of Warcraft Argent tournament Joust event. Ooh, Joust. Okay. Okay, I really did enjoy this one. This one I enjoyed it. Argent tournament joust event. I didn't know you guys could actually joust in World of Warcraft. Probably you do it with your mounts, right? You do it with your mounts. I don't know if you guys have the spear. I'm not sure what the name of that weapon is called, but yeah, you have your spear and you have your shield, and charging at each other. Then you hit each other with it, and whoever falls off their mount loses. Maybe I don't know how it works out in World of Warcraft, but yeah, I'm assuming that's how it goes. But yeah, this was nice. This was really nice. Very upbeat. It kind of woke me up from from the Ulduar Antechamber and what is it? Sholazar Basin music. Yeah, it kind of woke me up from those two. Yeah. Okay. Next. Wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. Sorry, I got lost there. I was gonna say Argent tournament joust event for the second time, when it's actually Trial of the Champion Crusader Grand Crusader Music 02. Okay. Wow, okay. Now that was also enjoyable. Trial of the Champion Crusader Grand Crusader Music 02. It sounds just like Argent tournament joust event. It just sounds it has the same similar sound and beat to it. And with this one, it sounds like you're organizing an army and you guys have to march to battle. That's the kind of feeling I have from this soundtrack. Yeah, no, it's great. It's really great. I really did enjoy it with the previous one, Argent tournament Joust event. But yeah, it's okay. Next. Next is World of Warcraft soundtrack. Xaxas. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Xaxas. Xaxas. Deathwing. Okay, HD. Okay, that was the song or the soundtrack, World of Warcraft soundtrack, Xaxas Deathwing HD. Yeah, I remember that soundtrack from the trailer when they first showed us Deathwing coming out of that mountain. No, first they were busy, clamping on the band-aid. I think I would call it band-aid or cast iron on his body to keep him together, and him screaming, and then he comes billowing out of the mountainside, and there's fire around him and fire destroying everything, and then you'd see a tidal wave coming in the middle of nowhere in the desert. You'd see the land cracked and earthquakes and pitfalls and all these terrible natural disasters occurring, and then you'd see him flying above a dam and he destroys it with his wings. Above a fishing village, also burnt down by his wings, everything just destroyed beneath his wings. And then he would come into picture. I think it was Stormwind, I'm not sure where he landed, but he landed in a particular city, and then he just demolished everything with his wings and with him roaring, Yeah, I remember it all. Yeah, it was good, really good. But like last week, there can only be one winner from these 10 songs. Which one do I like the most? Let's see. Okay. Stratholme was okay. Culling of Stratholme was okay. Arthas, My Son, was excellent. Really, that song, I do enjoy it. World of Warcraft Invincible was magnifique. Musique de la Zone de World of Warcraft Lights Hope Chapel. I like the second part of it, but not the first part. The first part was very sleepy to me. I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it as much. World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, Grizzly Hills. Yes, also that one. It had a very slow start to it, but you know the music kind of fits the area where you know the Grizzly Hills were. I think though that picture was the Grizzly Hills, if I'm not mistaken. Very cold, tall trees. The river and everything else like that, you know, the environment kind of suited the song, so it was okay for that. Sholazar, Basin music was also reminded me of History Channel kind of documentaries about South American ancient civilizations, so it gave me that kind of feel to it as well. The Ulduar Antechamber music really kind of made me feel a bit sleepy, so I didn't like it as much. I just didn't like it as much. World of Warcraft soundtrack, Argent tournament, Joust event, I did enjoy it. I liked it a lot. And then the soundtrack Trial of the Champion, Crusader, Grand Crusader, music 02. Yeah, that one was also great. Really, it sounded like, you know, armies marching off to battle or something like that. So yeah, even the name Trial of the Champion, Crusader, Grand Crusader, you know, you're gonna crusade. You're gonna do something that involves crusading and waging war against your enemies. So yeah, that's soundtrack really pumps you up, I think. World of Warcraft soundtrack, Xaxas, Deathwing HD. Of course, I remember that one from the trailer. And yeah, it's good. It's still very good. It's still enjoyable to listen to. And, you know, you can easily remember all the points of where Deathwing would be coming out of the mountain, would be gliding across that fishing village and going over the dam. I think it was a dam, or was it a bridge? I can't remember, but it was a dam or a bridge, and it just cracked and it was about to burst. So yeah, it was a dam. And you know, going over to Stormwind and crashing down there and just demolishing everything. So yeah, that soundtrack is also very nice. But like I said before, there can only be one winner, and today's winner is going to be World of Warcraft Invincible. World of Warcraft Invincible, Encore. 3, 2, 1, go.
Go
Yes, guys, that's it for part 2 of my World of Warcraft soundtrack music by Soul Reaver. This is the winner for this week. What is it called again? World of Warcraft Invincible. What a nice song. I think this is it's like even a song you would hear at a funeral or something. I don't know, like a true World of Warcraft fan and player, you know, he would want to play music like this at his or her funeral, I think. Am I right or am I wrong? Because seriously, it has that feeling about it. It has that, it invokes those kind of emotions, you know. But yeah, I really do like it. Okay guys, that's it. If you like the video, please give me a like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Click on notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos. And I will see you next week for another installment of the World of Warcraft soundtrack music by Soul Reaver. Alright? Bye-bye.